Hey guys, what's going on? Need to do a quick follow-up video here. This is something that I did not include in my last video, and I wanted to include some additional analysis and findings on the sample cards that have been revealed to date through different channels. So what I have here is a complete mapping of the 12 packs that were given to Red Zone Rogue. If you go check out the search for Red Zone Rogue on YouTube, you'll find that he did a pack opening of 12 packs that he was given by the company. And what you're seeing on the screen here is a full mapping of all the cards that he opened in those packs, which reveals some interesting findings and gives us some insights. It's granted it's a small sample size; it's only 12 packs, but it's the only public data we have, So it gives us some interesting insights into the composition of these packs. Kind of validates the card distribution in terms of just the what you'll pull on each slot within a pack. And kind of the distribution that we've seen, albeit a small sample size. So what you have here is when you open a pack, like in the first slot, you're going to find the most rare card, either the unique or the elite in each of these sample packs. And then there tends to be 3 exceptional rarity cards, and then the rest are ordinaries. So I've kind of color coded each of those. A green indicates a unique, just for ease of analysis here as you're looking at the total distribution. In blue you have the elites, and then in this orangish color you have the exceptionals, right? And then the whites are the ordinaries, and then in this highlighted light yellow, I'll get to that in a moment, what I'm trying to draw attention to there. So if we go through each pack, you'll see there's very few uniques, right? So he actually got a higher than normal distribution from what we're going to expect to see in alpha. The company is said to expect about a 1 in 5 pull rate on uniques in that slot. He got 4 out of 12 packs, so that's 1 in 3 essentially, which is either pretty lucky or perhaps it indicates that the distribution could be slightly different in these sample packs. It's possible that the company might have included more uniques or a different variety of cards just to get a flavor of what they're going to look like in print, and if they meet their color tone standards or whatever the case may be, just to get a better variety and preview of the print quality. So you have your 4 uniques that were pulled. There were elites. I have a summary table down below, seven elites. So you get one or the other in each of the 12 packs. So those are extremely, extremely rare. And that's kind of what I showed in the table here, right? Like the pop numbers on the elites and the uniques are extremely small. However, the very interesting thing here is, and something that I think is very underrated, is the rarity of the exceptional cards. Of course, they're all rare. Even the ordinaries we're estimating are roughly 25 to 50 or 60 or so. But the exceptionals, as you notice here, are not much less rare than the uniques and elites. So that could be kind of a sleeper and a deep value if you can get those at a good price. And the reason for that is, you only get 3 exceptionals per pack, and looking at the total pop count of packs that will be distributed, if I go back to that table, there's going to be 292 total packs, and that's aggregating all the numbers that will be given out through the Kickstarter and the 12 packs that were opened by Red Zone Rogue. There's not a lot out there in the world, right? And there won't be at the end of the day. So it's a pretty small sample size of packs, and then with few cards of each rarity level at the highest rarities, the total pops are very tiny. So looking pack by pack, right? So the first one, you get a typical mapping. So you get the elite, no unique in this one, 3 exceptionals, and then the rest are the ordinaries. Pack 2, similar distribution, elite, exceptional, ordinary. Pack 3, 1 elite, 3 exceptional, rest ordinary. Then things start to get interesting, right? So here's the big hits. Pack 4, he hit a unique. So you get the unique instead of the elite. So it's one or the other, right? So when you get a unique, that's less elites in the total pop. Every time you hit an elite, that's less uniques we have in the total pop of the 292 packs that'll be out there. Pack 5, same thing. Then pack 6 gets pretty interesting here, because this was actually, and this is what you typically see in these early prints and test runs with the printer, mistakes are made, right? So for one, there's only 14 cards that were in the pack. There's supposed to be 15 per pack. And then in addition, there was no hit, there's no unique or elite in this pack. So what he ended up with was 3 exceptionals, and then what we have here, 11 ordinaries. So it was shorted by one hit. You get the normal amount of exceptionals at 3, and then the normal amount of ordinaries at 11, but no unique and no elites. And then packs 7 through 10 is more the higher probability distribution, where you get the 1 elite, 3 exceptional, and the rest ordinaries. And then again, two banger packs here at the end with 11 and 12 hitting the uniques, and 3 exceptionals and the rest ordinaries. So in summary, I got a summary table down here. This is the distribution of what he pulled. So for let me get my speaker here. For rarities, uniques, this is the population count from the 12 packs. 4 uniques, 7 elites, 36 exceptional, and 132 ordinary. And then it has calculated the percentage of the total population across those packs that he got in each rarity level. 2%, 4%, 20%, which is, again, that's pretty tiny. When you take 20% of the 292 packs, you're not going to have a large population of exceptional cards. So those are actually quite valuable. All of these 3 rarities are pretty big. And then we have an auction going on for the Jeff Menges Ogre Goons, and that's currently at $400 in the Facebook page. So even those are attracting very high valuations. So a couple notes here that I found pretty interesting. Across the uniques, as you would expect, there was only 4 pulled. They were all uniquely different. 1 copy of each unique, so no duplicates is what I'm trying to say there. Similarly, same thing for elites. The 7 elites, no duplicates there. And the exceptionals, there were 36 across the packs and not a single duplicate at even the exceptional level. So the total population per individual card, that would indicate that could be pretty small. Again, every time I say that, I want to caveat that these are only 12 packs. So it could be anomalous and maybe not representative of the 292 total packs once it's all said and done. But it is pretty interesting that of 36 cards pulled at the exceptional rarity across 12 packs, there were no duplicates. So the pop numbers could be pretty low per individual card for all those upper level rarities. And then going back here, what I highlighted in light yellow, something I found pretty interesting across the mapping, as I was watching the video back and recording what was pulled in which pack, I noticed some trends here of how these were mapped, right? So every time I saw the Elveline Dryads, it was followed by the Amazon Warriors, Apprentice Wizard, and etc. down the list here. So here we see this exact same pattern of those 11 cards. And then again, when we saw the Dryads and the Warriors, it was the same mapping, right? And this happened 3 times across the packs, in Pack 2, Pack 8, and Pack 10. So what we conclude from that, it's kind of hard to say, but it could be indicative of a smaller distribution or population of cards that were actually like individual unique cards is what I'm talking about, not unique rarity, but distinctly different unique or individual designs of cards that were sent off to print. So this isn't the full 400 cards that were sent off. We could see higher distribution of some of these ordinaries perhaps, so maybe there's a higher pop than we might expect. And there could be less distinctly different cards at the unique, exceptional, and elite rarity levels. Potentially, we don't have perfect information here, so we have to make some assumptions, but it is interesting that you get the exact same mapping across 3 of these. So maybe there's a higher bias of certain cards that they wanted to kind of see in print. Maybe it's just coincidence, I don't know, but it is pretty interesting that it's the exact same print order across these 3 packs, whereas across the others you get a sampling of many different cards, right? There's not a lot of duplicates, so that also could tell you that maybe there aren't a lot of duplicates or high pops of even at the ordinary level. You could have a pretty broad distribution, which would make sense that the company would want to see a lot of their different artwork illustrations test printed and kind of get a taste for just the color saturation, how that looks on a card, and be able to iterate with the printer to make sure that it's coming out to their standard of how they want the look and feel of the card to look in the final print. So that's kind of it here. Just wanted to draw attention to what the distribution was. Maybe I'll create an article so folks can reference this data and go and look at this for yourself and draw your own conclusions. But it's quite interesting to see the first pack opening, how that shakes out, and just kind of how rare these individual cards could be on an individual card level, let alone on a total sample size level. So hopefully you guys find that helpful and provide some additional insight. Can't wait to these come out in Kickstarter. Hopefully people share kind of their polls or videotape those and put them out on YouTube so we can get better understanding of the rarity of these. But well, for now we analyze what's out there and speculate, draw some conclusions and assumptions, or some conclusions from our assumptions, and go with that. And there'll be more auctions to come of these cards. I have a bunch now. So I've done one at the unique level, and that sold at $2,000 for the Spear of Destiny. And as I mentioned, the Jeff Menges card, Ogre Goons, is currently on the fan page and marketplace on Facebook. And that is currently at $400 and ends tonight at 8 o'clock Eastern. I'm filming this at 11 o'clock in the morning, the last day of that auction. So it's at $400. So even the ordinaries have extraordinary value. We've kind of done the two bookends with ordinary and unique rarities, and what will be coming next will likely be exceptional cards. So we'll get these pretty rare and exclusive exceptionals. I think I have one elite card that I'm helping someone sell, the Polar Explorers from Marta Molina, which is an awesome artwork, and Marta's hugely popular in the TCG community because she does MTG card alters. It's just an incredible artist. But the exceptionals are going to be pretty interesting because look at the pop here. 4% of the 12-pack population were elites. 20% were exceptional. So those are actually pretty rare. Only 36 of those across 12 packs. 3 per pack is what you would expect in a normal pack distribution, minus any printing errors. That's the normal. 3 exceptionals, 1 unique or elite, and the rest ordinaries across a pack of 15 cards total. So that's going to be interesting to see where the market values those. Just stay tuned. You never know when those might pop up for auction. I think I like this 24-hour format for people to, when we sit there for 48 hours, you hit lulls and you're kind of just dead time, right? So we'll try the 24-hour format, try to get more data points out there and kind of see where the open market values these cards at different rarity levels, and be a great opportunity for collectors to get those into their collection, these historical sample cards that are really a very interesting part of the early development of this game. All right, thanks everybody. If you like the video, please like and subscribe and continue to follow. Hopefully you're enjoying the content, and I certainly enjoy making it and getting information out there for people to better understand the valuation of these things and the rarities, and learn more about the artists and the artwork and the project as a whole. Thanks for watching, and talk to you soon. Take care.